Mr. Speaker.
Order. Questions for all answer, Mr. Ip Hon Wing.
The Land Transport Authority, LTA, conducted an island-wide noise measurement study in 2018 for the specific purpose of identifying locations near above-ground MRT stations where the noise level exceeded the National Environment Agency's NEA's recommended threshold. NEA requires LTA's contractors to carry out localized noise impact assessments prior to the commencement of all major infrastructure projects. LTA conducted a noise impact assessment at Ang Mo Kio Avenue 6 in 2019 prior to the commencement of the North-South Corridor, or NSC, construction works. LTA and its contractors have taken various measures to mitigate the impact of construction noise. These include erecting noise barriers and noise enclosures, installing mufflers on machineries, using rubber mallets for hammering, and carrying out noisier works in the day. However, safety-critical works, such as the construction of diaphragm walls, have to be conducted continuously, which could include working through the night. In such instances, LTA and the contractors will notify affected stakeholders through circulars and social media platforms. LTA regularly engages residents to inform them of the progress of the project. We seek the understanding of all stakeholders for the NSC project, which will enhance connectivity between the north to the city centre for all residents when completed.
I thank the SMS for a reply. Will the ministry consider more targeted and frequent noise monitoring at residential developments which are affected by multiple construction projects managed by different agencies, as the noise can be amplified by all these different things that's happening on the ground? For instance, Novo and Castle Green condominiums along Avenue 6 are affected by noise from the North-South Corridor, MRT line, as well as the BTO construction, all happening within the same vicinity. Will MOT also consider constructing noise barriers along the MRT lines near these residential projects? Thank you.
I thank the member for his supplementary question. There are two parts to this. Firstly, for construction noise, for all construction projects, NEA actually do require, if they are near to residential projects or noise-sensitive facilities, to have noise meters installed throughout the project's duration to monitor the noise levels. And all contractors are required to mitigate the impact of the noise and not exceed the levels stipulated. For LTA projects, actually we go beyond that in the sense that we do everything that's possible, particularly in major projects like the North-South Corridor project. It's a real national major project. So we do as much as possible to mitigate noise from the construction. And to do this, we actually erect noise barriers at source at the construction site near to this residential development, including like what the member site, Novo Condo, for instance. So there are actually noise barriers that are as high as is practicable. And then, of course, all the other measures that I've just mentioned, noise enclosures, mufflers for the heavy machinery and equipment, and so on. But the reality would be that it is really not possible to mitigate all noise. We do as much as we can. When there is a need, for instance, for deep excavation, pouring of concrete continuously for the diaphragm walls, we will have to do it through the night, and then we will have to inform the stakeholders. With regards to construction of noise barriers along MRT lines, the noise impact assessment study, for instance, that we did in 2018, really was to look at certain stretches along the MRT lines where identify where the noise exceed the recommended level by NEA, and for those stretches, noise barriers will be constructed. But that is actually for rail noise, not rail, REAL, but railway, rail noise. And then for construction noise, it is really barriers and mitigation at source.